Hi YouTube, how you doing? Good morning. Y'all thought I forgot about you yesterday, but I just forgot to press play. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. I will not belabor you long this morning because I have had a busy morning this morning. Doing sessions and classes early in the morning at 5 a.m. But you know what? You got to get it in when you got to get it in. So today I want to share with you, and listen, some of y'all seen me yesterday live, and I didn't even know I was live. Now, you know that's bad when you go live so much you don't even know you live. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching me work, because that's all I was doing was working. When you working, you get in your zone, you zone out, and you do whatever it is you need to do. Hold on one second. Let me get this other Facebook up and ready. There you go. Good morning. I know you guys working. I know some of y'all getting them kids ready for school. I know you're getting those kids ready for school. I get it. Y'all catch me on the replay, because this will be replayed in about 2 or 3 hours. But listen, how to stay optimistic in every situation. Now, I know you probably read that title and thought, Mesha, can't nobody say optimistic in every single situation. But let me tell you something. You might not be able to stay on a high level of optimism, because there are different levels. Sometimes you turned all the way up and can't nobody push you down. And sometimes you just got itty bitty piece of optimism to hold on to. But sometimes that itty bitty piece of optimism is all you need. I think oftentimes we get in situations and we think we're supposed to be big and strong and burly and growling and, you know, standing 10 toes down. Sometimes you only took one toe down and it's just a toenail, because you're ready to lift off in any minute, in every circumstance, depending on what the situation is. Let it be about your children. Let it be about your job. Let it be about your money. And Lord Jesus, don't let it be about somebody that you're in a relationship with. That situation that take you all the way over the edge. But when you talk about being optimistic, optimism means thinking and believing the best possible outcome. And this is a revelation that I had with that. For a really long time, I always looked at optimism as, of course, like I said, is the best possible outcome in any situation. So I always looked at optimism as it's the best possible outcome that was in favor of me. Not in favor of us, but in favor of me. And that was something that was really hard for me to just kind of accept the fact that sometimes the best possible outcome is not necessarily just about you. It could be how everybody can win in business. When you're doing business with another, when you're doing B2B or when you're doing B2C, in business, you typically want to always create what we call a win-win situation, meaning that when I get something, you get something. On the streets, they say we all eating. That's the street terminology for win-win is you eat. When I eat, you eat. So at the end of the day, sometimes, good morning, Salons. Good morning, Rafyaz. Some of y'all names I cannot pronounce. Good morning, though. But sometimes when you're walking in optimism in every situation, it's not going to always be just about you. It's not going to always be the best possible situation that worked for you. It most of the time is going to be the best possible situation that worked for you and the other person or the other people or people that you're dealing with. So as you begin to shift your mind from thinking that being optimistic is me thinking, oh, I'm gonna have this and I'm gonna do this and I'm you know, kind of cut that narcissistic thought pattern out and start thinking about when this happens, it's gonna be good for us. When you begin to think in that manner, it relieves a lot of the pressure off of you of believing or thinking that things have to be a certain way. So removing the element, first of all, you got to remove the element of you as the focus of whatever the outcome is. Now, I know that might sound a little crazy, because I'm always telling you that you need to stand up for yourself. You need to believe in yourself. And that's true. You need to always look out for yourself. And I say that from a person who always looked out for other people more than I did myself. But when you're walking in optimism and when you're trying to think of and when you're believing for the best possible outcome in any situation, you have to include other people in that particular situation. What is the best outcome that you both can have so that everybody's happy? Not just you, not just them, but everybody has to be satisfied in this situation. As impossible as it seems, it's not really impossible. If you remove yourself as the focus, they remove themselves as the focus, you can clearly see, okay, this is what I really want. This is what you really want. But what's going to be really best for us is to do this right here. And that will give you the peace of mind. And that will give you the best possible outcome in that situation a lot of the times. It'll keep you from being frustrated. It'll keep you from being disappointed in people. It'll keep you from being disappointed in people. It'll keep you from putting yourself in very hurtful situations. Because when somebody else is clearly not able to remove themselves as the focal point of the happiness that they're trying to strive for, especially if you're in a relationship, you will find yourself always with your feelings hurt, disappointed, looking at them like, really? You can't think about me? You'll find yourself in a tailspin of thoughts, when in reality, you just got to remove yourself as the focus of the point of the situation. If it's at your job and you're hoping that something amazing will happen to just help you do what you need to do, look at what's going to be good for the company. Are you really the right person for that position? Because believe it or not, sometimes you're not the right person. Because sometimes if you was the manager, would nobody be working for you? Because you will fire all the people. Because you want to fire them now. You're not even the boss, and you want to get rid of them right now. So it's not going to be good, because they're going to be jobless and you're going to have no help. So you have to really look at it from a real honest perspective. What's really best for all of us? What's going to work for all of us? So that's number one. Number two, be open to make other situations or make the situation or have other answers outside of the ones that you're comfortable with. Be open for solutions to the issue, to the situation that might make you uncomfortable, but it actually is a solution that will solve the problem. Sometimes we don't move into spaces where we can actually have a peace of mind, where we actually can have a win-win situation, because the answer makes us uncomfortable. We're uncomfortable about that. I don't know how this is going to work out. I'm not strong enough to go through that. I don't want to deal with that because I've been through that before. Sometimes we don't want the answer because the answer itself or the solution to the situation makes us extremely uncomfortable. It makes us uncomfortable. It puts fear in us. And when fear pop up, a lot of times it'll paralyze you. But you have to understand, fear is a natural emotion, and it's supposed to use to help you be alert about things. But I think if you're anything like me, sometimes you can overthink things. Sometimes you spend so much time trying to be spiritually good that you ain't no earthly good. Sometimes you can get so caught up, and my spirit is telling me your spirit ain't saying nothing. That's your flesh. So you have to be careful not to put yourself in a position that every time something don't feel right. Remember, we walk by faith, not by feelings. We walk by faith, not by feelings. Every time something make us feel uncomfortable, we're like, okay, we're not going to go down that road because that's not the solution. That's not how it's going to work. I don't like that. I don't like how it look. You might not like how it look. You might not even like how it feel. You might not even like the outcome at first. But believe it or not, it's been some times that I didn't like how things look. I absolutely 100% was against it. Didn't agree with it on no level. But I went ahead and threw my hands up. I was like, okay, go ahead. Do what you do. And at the end of the day, when they did it, I was like, oh, wow. That was the best solution. So you have to not allow your discomfort to get in your way. Sometimes your discomfort is exactly what you need to know in order to make you say, okay, I'm uncomfortable in this. Let me go ahead and move this direction. Okay? But you got to get to know yourself better, because you don't want to be jumping off a ledge and you should have been standing back. So that's just something that's a process that you have to go through to get to know yourself, to get to know the situation, whatever it is that you're dealing with. Sometimes you might think, I need to let this job go. I'm tired of this job. I'm ready to do something new. But I'm going to tell you something. You might be ready to quit your job because you're frustrated. You've been through a lot of things. But you really, really, really have to stay optimistic in this situation. Plan a course of action. Plan a course of action, and don't just go off the fact that you believe that you can do a lot of things, because you absolutely can. But without the proper help and without the proper guidance, sometimes You making those type of decisions can put you really, really in a bad space. So you want to keep your mind open for that. Number 3, don't see loss as loss. See loss as opportunity. Now, I know that sounds like, what? What are you talking about? There's 2 different things. No, it's not. Sometimes what you didn't have is the blessing. Sometimes the relationship that didn't work was the blessing. Sometimes the job that you didn't get was the blessing. Sometimes the house, the car, sometimes all those things that you didn't get at this time, that is the blessing. Stop looking at loss or not being able to get something as a negative situation. Stop looking at it as, oh my God, I just can't get nothing. I can't do nothing. This relationship didn't work. It fell apart. My kids acting. Stop looking at that as a loss and start looking at it as opportunity. An opportunity for you to do something brand new. An opportunity for you to expose yourself to new opportunities and ideas, new people, new situations that actually in the long run could work out much, much better for you at the end of the day. Last but not least, learn to build the core with the core of the end in mind, your goals. So I'm always talking about accomplishing your goals and doing things that you want to do. And in the midst of you trying to work towards your goals, in the midst of us trying to knock down trees so we can get the things that we want to do, in the midst of us having this shiny thing that we want to achieve and that we want to run to, you have to really, really keep your core reason for that in mind, because along the way, discouragement, loss, difficulty, all those things are going to come against you. It's going to be hard sometimes not to go in there and eat that piece of cake when you're trying to lose 10 pounds. It's going to be hard sometimes to get up and go to the gym in the morning when you just got off of work 5 hours ago. It's going to be very, very tough to believe that your children can be different and they can change when they're out there doing the same old thing. You have to keep the core of what it is that you're believing for in mind. If you're believing for your house and your car, I want a house, I want a car, I want a good job, what do you really want? It's not necessarily the house, the big house, and the car. Those are just residuals of you wanting respect and security. You want security. You want shelter. You want to know that you got somewhere to live. You want to know that you have the respect from the people that you work with or that you live with or that you do whatever you do with. That's a lot of times what that core really is. If you say you want to be debt free and you want money, at the end of the day, the core thing that you really want is a peace of mind. You get what I'm saying? Are y'all following my flow? You really want a peace of mind. So if you're chasing to be debt free, if you're chasing money, there's a whole lot of other things that come with that. But if you begin to chase your core, I want a peace of mind, that puts you on a whole nother level. If you begin to chase the core, I need shelter and I want respect, then I have you choosing things totally different and things that you can be comfortable with and things you can be happy with and things that will allow you to do the other things that you really, really want to do. If you're in a relationship and you want a relationship, oh my God. And I say this a lot because I hear a lot of people, I'm ready to be in a relationship. I want love. Nobody love me. I want somebody to love me. I want my own person. I want somebody to love me. Love. What you want to really have is to matter. That's it. So seek the core of what it is that you want and not just the reflection or the expression of that thing. Because when you're seeking the expression of that thing, which if you're seeking love, so you're running out here getting in all these relationships and things aren't working, you're still not getting love. But if you begin to put yourself in places with people that celebrate you and not just tolerate you, then guess what happens? You begin to create great friendships. You begin to get the attention that you need. You begin to get the love that you need. You begin to get around people who want the same thing that you want. And so you're not out here trying to jump in bed and get in every relationship with Sally, Sue, and Jane. You're not running around here doing it because that, being with all those women don't make you, that's not what makes you feel important. You're trying to matter. You're trying to feel important when in all reality, you don't really need but one person to sow your life and your energy into, and that one person can give you that fulfillment, or a group of people. You know, it's a lot of ways you can get that kind of love, and you can really matter. So I hope these little things helped you out. I have to do it really short today because I have a full docket with training today with my people. Listen, make sure you share this post on your page, because somebody that you know looking at your page, and they need to see this, and they need somebody to really give them something to look for. Thank you so much. You can follow me across all social media as Mesha Lee. Y'all, Morning Moja will be back on into morning, and tomorrow is Getting Your Joy. And y'all know tomorrow's going to be lit, because joy is always the lit day. So get your coffees, get yourself. I'm going to be up a little bit earlier because I don't have any sessions in the morning. So get ready for Morning Moja. Like I said, you can follow me across all social media as Mesha Lee. Go to themeshalee.com. And if you would like to be interviewed on this show, or if you have a story that you want to tell and share with somebody how Morning Moja has helped you, or something motivational, something that's going to help people stay optimistic, something that's going to help us get this joy that we need so desperately in this world, or a little piece of advice that you think will help people, go to themeshalee.com, click on Moja, fill out the information in. It'll come straight to me, and we'll go through and we'll contact you and bring you on the show. And guess what? All our shows are aired on Eastern time. So if you out on the West Coast, know that you got to get up early in the morning. So again, my name is Mesha Lee. Thank you so much. Stay optimistic in every situation you deal with today. Look at your peace of mind. Look at the fact that you want to matter. Look at the things that you really, really want. The security and the understanding. Guys, always look up. Don't look down. You are 50% of every equation in every situation that you're in. You don't need to be 60% to win. You just need to be 51%. I love you guys. See you in the morning.
The recording has stopped.
All right, Instagram. Thank you so much for coming this morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, YouTube. Love you.